Hello, my monsters, and welcome back to Madame Mary's Monster. I am C, I am the monster. And today I have a very important topic to talk about, and it is about the upcoming festivities. I'm talking about holidays living with chronic illness. Now, it is a very stressful time for a lot of people. You don't have a lot of money, you don't have a lot of energy, you don't have a lot of time, but it's all pretty much expected of you to do these things. Well, here's the thing. It may be expected of you, but you don't owe anybody shit. Now, if you feel bad, don't feel bad. It's what it is. You've been sick. You're still sick. Just because it's a day that is marked on the calendar as special and everybody gets off work doesn't make you not sick. It's still a thing. It's not any different than it was the day before. In fact, it's probably worse because you're stressed. Because it's the holidays. And not only is it the holidays, but if you have HM like me, it's not just the stress, it's the weather change. That's right. It's getting colder. And with colder, you have changes in barometric pressure, which trigger hemiplegic migraines. It also causes flares with people that have fibromyalgia, such as also myself, which also triggers more migraines. That's right, tufa. Not only that, I have inappropriate sinus tachycardia, which triggers more migraines. So my life's kind of just like a constant battle against them. Which makes life super easy, let me tell you. So if you do feel bad, it's fall, it's November, it's shitty outside. Don't feel bad because you feel bad. There'll be more holidays. You will see these people again, more than likely. I mean, don't get me wrong, sometimes people pass, but those people love you. And those people don't want you to kill yourself to make it to a day. It's not that important. It's just another day. And maybe somebody will bring you some leftovers. I always have it. And if you don't have family that you can celebrate with, because either you were from a very small family to begin with and you're the only one left, or you moved far away like me. I live 1,000 miles from my closest family member. Family isn't just about blood. It's about people that are there for you when it's bad. So just because someone has a genetic tie doesn't mean you owe them shit. Remember that. You don't owe them anything. And if they truly love you, they'll get it. They'll understand. They won't make you feel bad for feeling bad. Because they understand it's not about you. It's not about them. It's out of your control. That's a fact of life that takes some of us, including myself, a very long time to understand. Now, if you're not feeling bad and you are feeling up to it, that's great. Be prepared. Because the last thing you want to do is get there and have to leave an hour later because you're not prepared. Now, with preparedness, there's a lot that goes into it, and all of them are pretty big on the checkpoints of self-care. One is, bring extra medication with you. You don't know if you're going to have an episode or something might end up being more painful or you might have a reaction to something. You don't know. These are unknowns, so it's just best to be prepared. Bring a little bit extra with you. Now, with extra, also, bring extra clothes in case you spill something on your shirt or, like me, get a little bit weak and have an accident. That way, you won't be so self-conscious about any stains or smells that you may have, and you are prepared. And boom. Just be like, costume change, bitches! Oh! Anyway. So, with the meds and the clothes, give yourself extra time. That means give yourself the time that you need to rest the day ahead, or the hours ahead. Don't kill yourself for some damn turkey, or tofurkey, or whatever you're going to eat tomorrow, ham. It's up to you. Now, Also, if you do these things, you don't have to do this. This is a choice. I like doing makeup. I did do a lot of fine arts, heavy detail stuff for a while there, but I'm also right-handed. So, as my hand gets weaker, and I also have injured it, and I also am pretty sure I have this condition called EDS, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and that makes it pretty well known whenever I have to use a cane and all the bones are expanding in my hand rather than holding on to the cane. It's very painful. So I have a lot more issues drawing now, but this doesn't take as much super fine detail work as that. I did that. That is a drawing that is colored pencil. I call her Pinky. Now, sorry, hold on one second. Bambi! And we're back. Sorry, that was my trusty companion ever, the Bambolin. Come here, Bambolin. See, she's a good girl. She is an amazing puppers. She is very, very pretty. Come on. All the way up. Come on. No? You're not going to come all the way up? And she's very, very helpful with me because, one, she is able... Hi, baby girl. She's able to tell me pretty well if I'm having an episode when I'm sleeping. So that's come in super handy. She is not officially trained as a service dog. When I do finally get SSI, I plan on having her fully trained because she's super smart. Yes, you is. Hi, baby girl. Yes, you is. You're so smart. She's too smart for her own good, and she outsmarts all the boys, huh? Yeah, you run them boys ragged. Okay, get down. Good girl. Now, back to this. Okay. As I was saying, extras. With extras, if you have food sensitivities, like myself and many other HM patients, along with many, many other people and other conditions, you may have food sensitivities. Now, I have been that person that shows up to an event and can't eat a goddamn motherfucking thing. Because all of this is going to make me feel like I'm dying. I can't eat any of this. It's not a choice. It's a fact. If I eat it, I'll feel like I'm dying. So, you don't eat it. You'd rather go hungry than know that you have all scrunchy face. Or eyes are rolling back and all that jazz. So what I sometimes do is I'll bring my own food. I know what I can make. I know what I can eat. And I make some awesome food. So bring some things extra so that way you have something to eat too, just in case. Nothing that they have, because, you know, a lot of these things are potlucks. Have nothing they have, you can have. I mean, it's just what it is. I mean, you know you can't go eat fast food. Durr. That's going to mess you up. Bye, day. Bye. You can't eat fast food. You can't eat MSG. You can't have nuts. Can't have chocolate. Can't have alcohol. Can't have red wine. Can't have beer. No matter how much you want, it will fuck you up. Now, that's not saying you can't have a goddamn good time and you will pay for it tomorrow. That's your choice too, and that's your choice to make. But it all depends also on the level of your sensitivities. Some people can do more things than others. Me, everything fucks me up. It's super. So I cook from scratch. I cooked all the stuff at my wedding from scratch. Me and my friends did. No. Bambi, Lynn. I said no. Thank you. It's not rude. They get it. They understand, and they're not going to want you to make yourself feel bad just so you can have some of Nana's tuna noodle casserole that's going to have MSG in it, or a piece of pecan pie, or some really good turkey that they put Cajun seasoning on, which also has MSG. Or something that's got an artificial preservative or an artificial sweetener. You can't have a lot of these things. And It's just better to be prepared and be unapologetic. If they get mad that you brought your own food because you didn't want to feel like you were dying, fuck them. They can suck a cock. You don't want to feel bad? People care about you, don't want you to feel bad? They must not care. So, you know what? You don't owe them a goddamn thing. This is your life. This is your health. This is your day too. So, and with that, I give you, you don't owe toxic people a motherfucking thing, even if you have a genetic tie to them. Fuck those people. If you are going to be in a situation that it's going to make you feel super bad to be in, that it's going to trigger some PTSD of a past trauma, or just cause you severe anxiety because people are assholes, don't. You don't have to. You don't have to be around those people. This isn't 1855 anymore, honey. We ain't working together to save the farm. You don't owe them people shit. You no longer have to be tied to people in the hopes of survival. Don't get me wrong, it's nice to have family to talk to. I don't really have that, so, and I came from a really big family. But at some point, I chose me. And when you choose you, some other people that they don't choose anybody but themselves, they ain't gonna like that. They're not gonna like you being your true self. And some, we've all been there, they don't think you're really fucking sick because you have an invisible illness. But they don't see you the days that your eyes are rolling back in your head because you don't fucking leave. Duh! It hurts. I'm staying home or hiding in my car. Like, I had a very rare occurrence the other day where I stayed in a store longer than I fucking should have, trying to be the responsible human and work. And you know what happened? I went white in the store and so then I have multiple associates coming up and asking me, am I okay? Great. Now people are worried. Again. It's much easier to go through life without having to console people because they're scared because you don't feel well. But as it says in the pages, HM is frightening to the patient and onlookers. Eventually it becomes less frightening to the patient and more irritating because, like, this is fucking up my day. But, yeah, it can still be scary. But you know what? It scares the fuck out of everybody else, too. So when they see that, they freak out. But yeah, if you are going to be in a situation that is going to stress you out, either via because you have people that don't understand, 1, who you are as a person, 2, your illness, or 3, just to leave you the fuck alone sometimes, don't put yourself through that. It's not worth it. I'll bring you food. Let me know if you're within 100 miles of me. I will bring you some motherfucking turkey. I'm a really good cook. And like I said, I pace myself. And I got a new wave this year, and I can't wait to try that bad boy out. I've never used one. I've always done the slow roast. But we'll see. We'll see. And as with everything, I make my entire Thanksgiving from scratch. And I do a damn big spread. But I do it over days. You figure out what needs to be cooked what days and what will keep. And you do it like that. Like making the cornbread a couple days in advance. So that way, 1, you have it for the stuffing, and 2, it's still going to be good. You just put it in some Tupperware. That's still fucking cornbread in 2 days. It's fine. No one's going to notice. Half these people are buying out the box anyway, so fuck them. You put your time and energy into anything to give to people you love, that's awesome, because that's a very precious thing. And if they don't appreciate it, again, fuck them. So, in conclusion, don't feel bad for feeling bad. Be prepared, and that includes anything that you have that may help relieve your anxiety, such as like a blanket or a trinket of some sort, things of that sort. If it makes you feel better, fucking bring it. Do what you take to make you feel better. Duh. Especially if you're not hurting anybody else. If they have a problem with you bringing your blanket, again, fuck them. They don't fucking get it. And until they get it, they can suck a cock. Bye-bye. No. So, being prepared. And that includes food. Don't feel bad because you want to eat too. You know what happens if you don't. And you don't owe anybody anything, even if they're a blood relation. I have like 30-some first cousins by blood. You know how many are going to be at my Thanksgiving? 0. You know how many were at my wedding? 0. Doesn't matter. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to eat with family. My best friend and his family moved here a couple years before I did, so that is my true family. Those are the people that have been there for me through thick and thin throughout this whole illness. And except they don't judge me for thinking I'm faking or the way that I look. You know what? I might not be here for a long time, but I'm going to be here for a fun time. And if I want fucking minty gray hair, I'm going to have minty gray hair because it adds a little whimsy to my life. It makes me happy. I mean, we have enough shit making us pretty fucking sad that if dyeing your hair and doing funky colors on shit, like makeup, makes you happy, fucking do it. Fuck them. Don't let people tell you not to be who you want to be just to fit in with something, especially if you're sick, because you have enough to deal with in life rather than hiding who you truly are. Now, I get that some people can't do things because of work, and that is completely understandable. I had normal hair for work for a long time, but my gig now, not so much. They don't care. So, mint hair. It was lavender for the wedding, but, you know, it washes out. I do all sorts of different colors all the time, so. But yeah. Be you. Be big, be strong, be scary. Goodbye, my monsters.